Welcome back out to Alexandria Senior High School. It is game 4 of day 1 of this tournament, bringing you the final game, the nightcap of today's starters for the Ash Trojans tonight. TJ Johnson, Charles Williams, Ashton Bobb, Rakai Williams, and Noah Yonker get the start for this Ash Trojan team, ranked number 1 in the power ratings and 3-0 on the season. It is way too early. Only last names for this Carrol Bulldog team. And yes, if you're following along at home, I know that there are 2 L's in Carrol. On our game day thing, it says just 1, but I know that those Carrol Bulldogs out of Monroe have 2 L's in their first and in their name. Johnson, number 1, the starter. Johnson, number 2, also starting. Scott for the Bulldogs. Burks, number 10, and Hines, number 12. We're ready to go. Yonker will jump at center against, see who he's got in there, Hines, and we're ready to get this thing underway tonight. Final game of the night. Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. So glad that you found us here.
Absolutely.
Yonker controls that one back, though, to the Bulldogs. Burks has it. Kicks it out in the corner to Johnson. Misses a 3. TJ tries to track it down, unable to get to it, and ends up behind the bleachers there.
Tossed the ball back over his head, trying to get it back to him, but I found a few of the cheerleaders down there. They had to dodge it.
TJ, we saw the Southern commit in football is there. So back out on the field, you'll see a lot of these guys from that football team that have made their way onto this basketball team. And there goes Johnson to the basket and runs right over. Draws the offensive foul there is drawn by Rakai Williams.
Absolutely. And
first team foul, first personal foul goes to Johnson.
And if you're watching, Ash is in all white, and the Carrol Bulldogs look like they're in the black and gold. Ash is in the white with
turnover there right away, and so a little bit of sloppy ball handling by the Trojans as they look to inbound it, and the Bulldogs of Carrol, who just come off their first loss of the season to Ouachita, the Ouachita Parish Lions, in that same District 2 5A that these Trojans are in, so it'll be a good measuring stick early on. Rakai in coverage. The ball is kicked out, though, to number 5 slot, and he's got the 3 ball.
Absolutely, sounds good. Nice shot out early for him, but see what there we go. That's
up and going there. Didn't see who had the basket, though, as I was slow in transition.
Number 11, it looked like.
So that is Ashton Bobb's got the 2-point basket there. 3-2, of course, Carrol, the visiting team on the scoreboard. And in this one, Ash will be home throughout.
Why not? You're in your own gym.
Why not? Good defensive pressure by Charles Williams.
Off his foot there. Good pressure indeed. Nice bright shoes that Ash is wearing there, that chartreuse and black.
Indeed they are. Look, they came out in those uniforms last year, the first game that we did, and we had our 446 Sports shirts that were that color. And so that was handy. 6.5 in this one. Carrol clinging to a 3-2 lead. Yonker out in coverage here. Now dropped off.
Back underneath.
Johnson has it to the top. That's another 3 that's passed on this time. Johnson looking to get in there, and there's going to be a push. Is going to be the foul. Charles Williams picks up his first personal foul. So a sluggish start to this one for both teams. We're 2 minutes in, Chuck, and just a basket apiece.
They called that one on number 3 on us.
Yeah, Charles Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, Williams whistled for the foul. And now Johnson has it. He's being guarded by Rakai Williams. Tries to get past Williams. It does. But Williams puts that just about as far out as you could be. He gets that block coming from all over. We've seen Rakai play well. He was part of that state championship team along with Yonker. So some of these younger guys that had key minutes in that state championship game as sophomores now ready to step up their senior year.
Absolutely. That's going to be key for Ash Trojans going forward.
Kicked out once again. Burks for another 3, and he buries this one. That's his second 3 of the night. TJ First time he's got it on offense. A lot of pressure from this Bulldog defense, banging around, and it's going to stay with the Trojans. But just intensity and pressure out of this Monroe-based Bulldog team. 6-2, the Bulldogs with 2 3-pointers by Sot. There's one top of the key, no good from TJ. Rakai looking for the putback, doesn't get it. Bob gets this one, pulls it back out. TJ now Euro stepping his way in there, misses that. Rebound is controlled out by Johnson, and can't get the lid off of the basket for these Trojans. Another 3-pointer from the corner. This one is no good. Yonker ready for the block underneath and going to get whistled for a foul, and he was straight up and down.
Yes, sir. He didn't even jump.
They're not calling him. They're calling Bob with the foul.
Okay.
On that one. He picks up his first foul. Yeah, looked like they were calling Yonker. He even thought he had been whistled for it.
Yes. I mean, even though he got his hand on the ball, he got his hand on the ball. There was nothing else there, but he didn't move, didn't jump. He just stood his ground.
Free throw by Hines, misses off of the front iron, no good. 3 minutes into this one, and Trojans really not effective. First time we've seen Jalen Johnson into the game. He comes in for Charles Williams. Jalen Johnson, a huge contributor on this team, and you'll remember that name from Ash Trojan football. Led the Trojans with 3 INTs on the season from the defensive back spot.
And he wears number 12.
Yes,
correct?
as just a sophomore. There's Yonker making his way down. The senior gets it out to Bob, misses that one, airs out the 3. And now backside pressure by TJ, unable to get there. Rakai now steps up on Johnson. Johnson a little bit of a step back there. Hard dribbling. Good out by the student section here.
Yes, indeed. Good following for him.
Johnson with a no-look dish. Right, splits the not only the defenders, but the cheerleaders that were there.
Yes.
Off of the back wall. And the Trojans halfway through this first quarter and have only the 1 bucket tonight, and that's Ashton Bob with the 2. Bob has it again. He clears it out to TJ. They get over the top. TJ's going to go all the way to the house. He gets that one for the basket. That's TJ's first deuce. Johnson making his way down. He is being pressured by Jalen Johnson, covering like a defensive back that's out there, and there's Rakai. Now Johnson goes up over Rakai, gets the basket, give him his first basket of the game.
Hope I wasn't coming over the mic there. He was asking, his dad lives off and away. That's one of the coaches here. Dad lives off and away, and he was wanting for him to be able to watch, and was thankful that we were doing this.
There you go. That's good to see. Grateful, we're grateful the community allows us to come out and do this, and we're so thankful that they are. It's not a subscription service. It never will be. Like some of those that are trying to make their way into what we're doing, They'll never be a subscription. We're not going to charge somebody's family money just to watch their grandson or son or daughter play. Held ball. Great job defensively stepping in by Hines to create that and steals the possession. It's going to stay with the Trojans, but anytime you can flip that possession arrow, that's what you like to do. Jalen's got it for 3. Misses that one off the front side of the iron. That's controlled by Burks. Burks has been the force. TJ off the backside gets a turnover. It's out on Jalen. Jalen now is trying to go, loses the ball, and it gets knocked away. Going to go out on Johnson. 3:29 to go. Coming back into the game is Charles Williams. He will switch places with Ashton Bob.
And Ash needs to get their sights dialed in on that rim and that bucket. They're getting the shots, just missing the mark just a little bit right now.
Trojans being doubled up in this one, 8-4, unable to find the inside of the basket. Sot has it to the near side. He's coming around, gets it back to the top to Johnson. Again, we were not turned in first names on our roster, so we're going to rely on last names for that Bulldog team. Apologize for that. Good head fake and move by Johnson as he dips it in to Hines. Hines now has the basket on there, and the lead extends to 10-4. Over the top to Rakai, and he is fouled. That foul's going to be called on Hines. That'll be his first personal. Third team.
Goodness gracious, I'll tell you what, I've never seen the Carrol Bulldogs play, but they're a tough competitor.
A lot of intensity. Their only loss on the season to the Ouachita Lions. Ouachita Parish Lions, fresh off of a quarterfinal round of football themselves. TJ puts that one up, unable to dial it in.
Almost like there's a piece of glass over it. I'm telling you what,
it looks like it, yes. There's something covering the rim here.
It sure appears that way.
Coach Brasher looking things and just being his same methodical self that's over there. He walks up and down the sidelines, peering in at his team, letting them play. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go, first quarter of play. Carrol on top 10-4, and a little bit of shake and bake there.
Somebody just didn't go for the bacon.
Throws the ball out of bounds, and now full court pressure being employed by this Carrol Bulldog team. TJ with the ball. He turns it over underneath, and that's going to lead to a quick basket. The steal was there by Sott, and he got that turnover. Now Yonker trying to go to the basket. That one is blocked, and Yonker's knocked down hard. A good block by Burks that time. TJ coming out now, going to bring Amirion Mingo, the sophomore, into the game.
Another familiar name.
Into the corner goes Jalen. Jalen misfires off the back of the side of the rim again, shoots that one long. Trojans unable to buy a basket. Here's a long three, and that's buried from Johnson. That gives him 5 on the day. Gives a little look over to the student section and lets them see about it. Looks into where those Warhorses and Peabody are sitting too. Offensive foul called against the Trojans. That's going to be a personal foul. Rakai Williams picks it up.
It was definitely going to be a charge, but he sold it out a little bit better.
This one getting salty early on in this one, as it's a huge lead for this Carrol Bulldog team, 15-4. They liable not to invite us back out here. Up and no good. Johnson trying to go back-to-back with threes. Out on the run out as Mingo throws it back into Yonker. What a beautiful assist. Wow. Charles Williams give him the assist to Yonker. Yonker with his first basket.
Definitely great wherewithal of what was going on there.
15-6 now in this one, under a minute to go, and it's been a dominant first period for this Carrol Bulldog team, but basketball's a game of runs. Looking to try to hold. The Trojans aren't going to make it easy on them. There goes Johnson by every defender. That one is up and in. Give the basket to Johnson. That's his first. R. Johnson, number 1, that had that one. There's 2 R. Johnsons, a 1 and a 2.
Wow.
17-6, an 11-point lead. Trojans look to perhaps hold. Jalen Johnson trying to get a clear out as we're under 10 seconds. Now 7. Over to Mingo. Mingo back to the top. Jalen Johnson fires this one up, and he has not been close on any of the shots that he's attempted. End of one, it's 17-6. The Bulldogs of Carrol back in 60 seconds on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 East,
live action.
Pineville,
We
behind
go.
Arby's.
The Bulldogs have it with the lead, 17-6. Corner 3 is up from Johnson. He misses this one. Rebound is pulled down by Williams. Williams gets it out to Jalen Johnson. And they're going to call a travel on Jalen there, and unsure about that one, but called right away. That's going to get Amirion Mingo back into the game. Keep an eye on these first couple of minutes here in this one. As we start the second quarter, Carrol Bulldogs doing what they wanted to offensively and defensively. They hold this Trojan team to just 6 points. Good pressure out defensively by Rakai. Rakai is out on Johnson. Johnson kicks it out to the corner to Carter. Correction, that is Hines. TJ's going to find his way back into the game following the free throws, but that is going to be a personal foul on Mingo. He picks up his first and the fourth team foul. That will get TJ back into the game, and Rakai comes out. Inbounds pass over the top to Johnson. Jalen covering him like a lockdown corner should at the top of the key. Johnson gets right by him, and an offensive foul is called. What a job of stepping in and taking that charge by Charles Williams.
Absolutely. That's just stand your ground and let him have it. You know.
Second personal foul whistled on Johnson. That gives him 2 there. Yonker had 1 foot back. That prevented it. Throws this one away, but Mingo is there to track it down. Mingo looking into the front court. They zip it back in. Now Mingo will go to the basket. The floater doesn't go. Rebound controlled by Burks.
I believe they're going to get
and another personal foul is called. That is going to be the first on Yonker. He gets his first foul. Just 2 points for the senior. We're a minute into the second and no score in this one.
That one went against 2-3. Mingo, I believe it was.
Yeah, they gave it to Mingo. If they did well, Mingo, that'd be a second unless they gave him one earlier. So I'll have to take their word for it. An errant 3 that's tracked, unable to get a rebound, fighting for it down low. TJ does get this one, and a quick whistle and a foul on Hines. Second personal foul on Hines. He has 2 now, and quickly going to get Blunt into the game.
Carrol backing off of their pressure on the court, so they've come back down to run more of a zone area.
See what the Trojans are able to do in their half-court offense. Ball is over to Williams. He has it there, back to the top to Jalen. Jalen looking, gets it back to Charles. Now zipped inside to TJ. TJ with a good dish. The left-handed off the glass. Yonker gets his first basket, his second. Good assist by TJ.
Brings it back up to 8-7 difference.
17-8 now going to the basket. Good dump off, but great job of getting some hands in there. Now Carrol will back it out. Spinning it around looking for 3, but pressure collapses from Mingo. Carter has it at the top, and he's content to back it out. Now goes to the basket. Kicks this one in. He's got 2 threes. Give him his third one of the day. That Sod has 9. All 3 via the long ball. 20-8 now, biggest lead for this Bulldog team is 12 now.
Ash bringing the ball up the court to half court here. Let's see what they can get settled and rolled in here.
Carrol back in that defense and says, hey, you know what? We don't mind running some clock. We've got a big lead here.
Yep.
Mingo has it now on the wing. Tries to zip this one in. Ball is going to be off of Carrol and will remain with the Trojans. Rakai Williams getting back up and coming in. We'll see who he comes out with. TJ will come out.
A low cross-court pass there, deflected by the Carrol Bulldogs.
And Coach Winslow there just having a talk. What a great addition. They have such solid assistant coaches on there. Coach Brasher's able to maintain his focus on the game while the other players, and that was Coach Jimmy Winslow just getting TJ off for a quick word, and now we'll get him back to the scorer's table to get him back in. Jalen Johnson troubled to hang on to that one. They try to dump it into Yonker, but there are 3 Carrol Bulldogs around it. Little stutter step now to the basket. He goes. Count the basket. That is Johnson, number 2. He's got 7 on the day. and a 30-second timeout, or officials timeout, correction, officials timeout in this one. They're going to roll this. They'll get the subs into the game. TJ is now into the game. Ashton Bobb is back in there. The Trojans are really high on Ashton Bobb, the junior. 4.5 to go or until halftime, 22-8. Trojans, don't know if it's more staggering that they're down by such a large margin or the fact that they've only got 8 points. There's another turnover. No, correction. It's back by Rakai, and he just gets hammered. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair, and that's going to give that foul to Sott. That's his first.
Yeah, there's a turnover, and they did get it back. Ash did get it back to try to go for the shot there, where he got fouled down there on that baseline.
Rakai yet to get into the scores table. He's got a foul and a block on the day, but no points. Picks up his first via the free throw. And coming out is Sott there, and that will bring, look like, Washington into the game now. Rakai puts up his second free throw, misses to the left side, bad on that. 22-9 here, 13-point deficit. That's a three-pointer that's up, falling down, buries the three.
Wow.
Looked like a foul might have been there, but that's the second one. Now he's got 10 points, does number 2, Johnson. Both have the first initial R, and so they're only separated by one jersey number. 25-9, a 16-point lead for the Bulldogs of Carrol. No basket as Jalen Johnson goes. They'll call that one on number 30.
Blocking foul.
So that will send, it's got to be, if it's Curious there as the 7th foul, so they'll send him to the line for the 1-and-1.
No,
they counted
the bucket, and he
went around and counted the basket. All right, so they changed that, and that's what they were telling him. If you're going to give him if you're not going to count the basket, 25-11, a 14-point lead for the Bulldogs of Carrol here in Alexandria.
A near
three-pointer from the corner, off, and underneath the rebound, up and in for Carter. He's got his first 2 points of the game, now back to 16. On the sideline over there, they're working on a Miriam Mingo.
I was just looking at that.
Looks like they're retaping one of the ankles. Back to the top to Bobby, kicks it back to Jalen. Jalen inside to Yonker, and he's going to be blocked, but Rakai's there to clean things up. Rakai Williams give him 3 now on the day. But great work in the paint by that Carrol Bulldog team.
Absolutely, they have been strong.
Turnover there. That's the lead out to TJ. TJ can slam it home. He's going to lay this. No, Rakai's there to clean it up again, and he slams it home. You'll see that on the highlight reel.
Yes, indeed. That was beautiful.
I know my man D-Lo got all that action. 27-15. And inside goes Carrol. That basket is up and in. That's Blunt. It's got his first basket. Brought this Trojan crowd to their feet following that big dunk. Yes. But it's still a 14-point deficit that these Trojans have got to chip into. TJ fakes the 3, gets it top of the key to Yonker. He straight away is the lefty. Bounces out and around, doesn't get the 3 to fall.
He is not far off the mark, I promise you. There's several of them that are shooting that are right there at
Good crossover. That one is up and no good. Rebound controlled out by TJ. Goes behind the back. Now he's looking to the middle of the floor in traffic. Picks this one up, gets it out to Bob. Bob throws it into traffic. Rakai is going to go back. He kicks it out to Yonker. Step back. That's a 2. Misses that. Follows his own shot. Dumps it inside to TJ.
Beautiful.
Count the basket. TJ Johnson gets the basket. Give the assist to Yonker this time.
Nice look underneath there to see it.
Back to 12. Trojans trying to get it under 10. Carrol would like to keep it right where it's at. Noah out on defense to the top of the key near midcourt. Oh, they're going to call They're going to call a foul deep. They'll call that one on Ashton Bob. That's his second foul, and kind of bailed him out there.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was a tie ball, if you will.
They're going to call just the hold, and so not in the bonus yet with a minute and a half to go here until halftime. But Carrol will inbounds from underneath. Kicked it out to Blunt. He's got it back to the top, and Washington. Washington swung over to Carter. Carter trying to go to the basket, throws that one away, and that's going to be touched. Oh, and Jalen that time cost him 12 steps to the basket. They're going to count that one. A little bit of continuation for Washington. They'll whistle Jalen Johnson for the foul.
Small bump on that one. That one, compared to some of the other ones they've let go, that was kind of a
14-point lead as we near halftime. Make it 15 as the and one is brought in by Carter. Correction, Washington.
pulling up the court. This is R. Johnson again, number 2.
Trojans are just at the score. There's Bob for 3 from the corner. He buries the corner. 3-ball corner pocket. Ashton Bob. 32-20. Traveling violation they're going to call. They got a timeout.
Over here.
30-second timeout, as he knew that was coming. Great work. Trojans just now getting past where Carrol was in the first quarter. 30-second timeout here. This one has been something from the outset.
Yes, sir, it has been. I mean, it's, they're down to a 12-point deficit right now, but it's been exciting.
Indeed, it has.
High pace. It's Carrol 5A. I'm just curious what classification they're listing. I don't know if you've seen that or not yet. We'll have to pull that one up in a minute. But, I mean, they are playing like someone that goes deep into playoffs.
They are 3 or 4, and I've got to believe that's why they're in the same class with Peabody is what is what I believe, if memory, and I say that so very tongue-in-cheekly, if memory serves me correctly, because normally it doesn't.
No, except if it was 20 years ago.
Except if it was 20 years ago, indeed. Down under a minute to go until halftime.
Carrol content about just driving it, bouncing around the outside perimeter.
Yeah, there's a 3-ball, though, blocked by TJ, shooting 3. And that'll be a foul on TJ, give him his first personal foul, but that's going to send them to the line to shoot 3 is Johnson, and he'll see if he can get 3 the hard way here.
He's been shooting 3-pointers, doing well. Let's see how he does from the free throw.
Gets the first one.
Soft touch in there. Throwing up the second one. Bangs around and falls.
Shooter's going to shoot. I mean, he just, he's been deadly from the outside now and doing a good job. Yeah, they're 3A is where they're at. So they're down there in that conference with Peabody. Or not the conference, but the class. with Peabody. So that's why those two have some history among them there. Misses that one 34-20. Trojans would like to do something right before the half.
Now Peabody's 4A. They're going into 3A. Is that correct?
They're 3A now. Peabody gets that up and going. Peabody's 4A, yes. And they will drop to 3, I believe. It ain't needless to say. Therefore, a 3 from deep, airballs that one. And just 1.1 to go. Not a lot of time for anything in here. Unless something drastic happens, it'll be 34-22 into the half. Jalen puts this one up, misses it. Would have counted 34-22. We've reached halftime. This is going to be an interesting second half, to say the least, and we'll bring it all to you when we come back after the half. 10-minute halftime. We'll be back. This is Game On Sinlaw on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Goods wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo, Zoom, and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These 3 name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock, Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
From the second you step in our front door, we work with each client individually, taking the time to understand their unique lifestyles and their wishes and their needs. When we search through properties for you, it's more than just a number of bedrooms or a zip code. It's about your life, and that's what's important to us. We work with you until we find that home of your dreams. When we do find that perfect home, we walk you through the process from the first step of making the offer all the way through until closing day, and we hand over those keys. Let the Trish Lala Group go to work for you, and let us help you find that dream home.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Back live to Alexandria Senior High School. I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins, my man Darryl Brown in the house. D-Lo on camera, as always, they're a mainstay for us and couldn't do a lot of the things we do without those guys there helping make this a reality. And you watching right along, if you've got somebody you're shouting out there, somebody you're watching, give us a holler and let us see them. Send it to the comment section of it, whether you're watching on Facebook or you're on YouTube or Boxcast or wherever you're at tonight. Trojans a lot of work to do here in the second half of this one. They trail by 12. It's 34-24. Trojans will have the basketball coming out of the intermission and have some work to do here. It's been sporadic at best in scoring. They were down 17-6, had a 16-point second quarter that got them to where it's at now. But a turnover right out of the gate. And Carrol looking to build on this lead. TJ had a hand on it. Bob knocked it away, though. Now TJ's got it, and he's out and running. Spinning around inside traffic, almost knocked it away. TJ looking for Yonker, unable to get it in there, and forcing the ball in was Rakai. Rakai goes in and gets it right back, though. Gets it on over to Williams. Now Yonker's got it underneath the left-handed putback, goes in there. Give that basket to Yonker. He now has 6. Appreciate all of you watching along, no matter where it is that you're at. We'd love if you're watching on YouTube, if you would go up there and hit the like and subscribe. We would appreciate that. I feel like I have to say that. Everybody says like and subscribe and ring the bell, and not sure what that does, but 63 people have done that so far, and I'm grateful for all 63 of them. Back to action here. It's 34-24. Trojans, the first time they've had it under double digit, or at that double digit mark in a while at 10, trying to get a stop here on defense. Johnson was hot in the first. He's got it now.
Yeah, a good chance to break that double-digit barrier now.
Back into the corner for 3. That one misses off the back iron. And, you know, Chuck, in that first half, Carrol was making all of their threes, doing what they had to, and the Trojans were not. The Trojans weren't making threes. I don't think they made a shot from downtown in the first quarter. No, they had the one. Ashton Bob hit the 3 late in the second. But all they've got to do is start making their shots. Here comes Yonker. He goes strong to the basket, misses that one. TJ clears it out to the top to Bob. Bob swings it around to Rakai. Rakai looking for somebody. Bob has it now back to Williams at the top. Zips this one inside to TJ, but puts it on the ground. And out and running are the Carrol Bulldogs for the layup. Give Johnson 4 points now on the day. There you go, getting a little double dose of the action there, weren't we?
Enjoyed hearing it once. We're just going to enjoy hearing it twice.
That's like an instant replay of myself, and that's scary. Scary enough the first time. Full court pressure now out to Williams. Williams has it. Charles does. TJ going hard to the basket, and that's going to be a block. Out of control was TJ. Could have been a block or a charge, but they're going to whistle that on Blunt. That'll be his first personal foul.
Blunt leaning into it a little bit. TJ going around the left-hand side of him, or his right side, but Blunt leaned into it. So.
Big, solid defender there. Rakai now has it to the top. TJ's got it swinging around. Looking, goes back to Rakai. Rakai underneath the basket's going to go strong up and get to 2.
Instead of coming all the way underneath, he stopped and pivoted and came right back underneath, directly underneath, instead of trying to do a swing around.
Give Rakai 7, and it's back to 10. Trojans need to get a stop here. Carrol trying to force their way in. Screen out on the top by Blunt, ineffective. Turnover. Trojans will have it, and Rakai Williams goes down hard on the derriere side of things. Trojans with an opportunity. Full court press going on by Carrol, as it has been most of the game. Trojans working side to side rather than down the court. There he goes, clears out to Rakai. He's got to find Yonker. Yonker's underneath, open, get the basket.
Nice. Nice tip to him, and here you go, Yonker. You put it in the basket for us.
That's 8 for the senior lefty now. 36-28, an 8-point lead. Jalen Johnson up off the bench looking to come in at the next whistle. That one goes short. Big block on the backside by TJ. It's going to stay with Carrol, and that gets Jalen Johnson in the game. Rakai Williams come off. Remember, he was shaken up just a little bit when he hit the deck hard. Back to the top go the Bulldogs, swinging it around. That one is up for 3 off the back iron. Bob controls the rebound. He's being pressured. Got to get across the line and does. Gets it out. Charles Williams throws this one up. Buries the 3 ball. And it's 36-31. Charles Williams bangs that or buries that 3 ball. Trojans starting to get their shooting efficiency going. Backing things out as Johnson as the momentum is swinging around. R. Johnson has it, number 1. He's covered by TJ Johnson. Inside the lane, Hines, just his 2nd basket of the game. That was probably the easiest one he'll have all year. Almost the turnover there is an errant throw by Jalen Johnson. You're going to see Burks come back in. He will replace Blunt in this one. Bob coming off of the court. See who they've got back in there for him. Rakai Williams makes his way back in. Remember, Rakai, a member of that state championship team along with Yonker. Now they're seniors. This one out to Jalen. Jalen fires it up and buries the 3 ball. Jalen Johnson from downtown. 38-34. Here we go. Fans are on their feet. Chuck's on his feet. Everybody is up and going here at Caesars Palace. And that ball's thrown away, and it's going to go back over to the Trojans. 38-34. It's been a huge 3rd quarter for the Trojans as they have been close as they've been since early in the 1st quarter. Remember, that was a 17-6 1st quarter run. Jalen going to the basket. He shows he can do it from the outside, and he can drive to the lane. He's got 7 on the day.
Absolutely.
And it's a 1-possession game here in Alexandria.
How quickly it turned, huh?
Crowd getting into this one. Good pressure now. Going to the basket is Johnson. He's got to pull up in front of TJ. TJ loses it. Gonna go straight up, and that's gonna be a foul on TJ. When gonna be 2 shots. They're gonna get it in the act of shooting, and that's the 2nd foul. 2nd foul only on TJ.
Slightly had his hands draped over him, so kind of what he got for it.
Burks will go to the line looking for his 1st points of the game. He puts this one up and buries the 1st free throw. Appreciate all of you joining us here. Big thanks to our sponsors for allowing us to bring it to you. Yonker controls, gets this and out to Charles. Charles over to TJ. TJ now slowing things down. Jalen's got it at the top of the key. Swings it around to Rakai. Rakai now going to the basket. Goes up and looks to convert, but unable to get the basket to fall. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Will Rakai.
Absolutely.
They're going to call the foul on Hines. That's his 3rd personal foul. Trojans finding some success driving to the basket. That's loosening up this pressure.
Absolutely.
And that allows the Trojans. The Trojans have started to hit some 3-pointers over in the 3rd quarter. Shots they weren't hitting in the 1st half.
Yes, sir, and that's nice. You can see that makeup of points that they were in deficit of has kind of coming back to their
Rakai buries them both, Chuck, and it's a 1-point game here. And this crowd is ready to go crazy if the Trojans can get their 1st lead of the game.
It would be nice.
There's a long 3 that's launched and buried. And Johnson again looking over at the crowd. That's his 3rd 3 of the game.
He's been singing those strings all night long from that outside perimeter like that.
15 now for Johnson, and it's back to a 4-point lead for Carrol. Yonker's got it, spinning around, Kicks it over to Jalen. Jalen now going to go to the basket. Strong misses that one. Rebound out controlled by Carrol. They look to run. Pulling up now and slowing things down just a little bit. Oh, they're going to call a foul from across the court.
14.
Just a lot of bodies flying around. They'll call Rakai Williams with the foul, and that's his second on the floor, so no shooting. All of those fans that made their way off might want to join back in and watch the finale of this. It's going to be an exciting game down the stretch here.
Absolutely.
A little bit of a goaltend there, but nothing called. And Coach Brasher's livid.
Yes, it was.
Everybody in Trojan purple and gold is fired up. Back to 6 for the Bulldogs. Trojans expended a lot of energy climbing back in, cut it to 1, but Carroll's made a couple of plays defensively. Ashton Bobb set to check back in. Top of the key is TJ. Swings it around to Charles. Charles from the corner misses that one. And Carrol clears, and they'll get quickly down the court. On the backside is Rakai. Slaps the ball out of there. And Bob will make his way back in. We'll see who he's coming in for. He gets Rakai back out of there, give him a quick breather. Good rotation being employed by Coach Brasher, keeping some fresh hands in the game.
Absolutely. Some strong wind and fresh hands.
5 second rule. Oh, they're going to get it.
Timeout.
Timeout is called just shy of the 5-second whistle. And Coach Brasser is going to take this opportunity maybe to get a little bit of the official from early on. Big time comeback here in this third quarter, Chuck, but still some work to do.
Absolutely is. Officials down here talking about it. Trying to read the hand signals and whatnot, but not giving me a whole lot to read there. But
no, not at all. Look, what a great way to cap off game 1 of game 4 of day 1.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely first day of a tournament that is memorable and looking forward to what it can bring in the next couple of days.
Yeah, you have to come out and watch the remainder of it. So much to do, so much going on in this in central Louisiana. The Pineville Christmas Parade, barring the rain, is Friday night. Alexandria's Christmas Parade is Sunday afternoon, and this one is going to be whistled like they're whistling the offensive foul, and they do. Clear out on Burks. That's his second personal foul. Both have come here in the third quarter.
You're giving it on that foot up there.
Trojans, Jalen Johnson bringing it down the floor. Slow to attack. Yonkers got it now out on the wing. Back to the top to Jalen. In the corner. Quickly inside to TJ. He's going to be fouled. Count the basket. TJ Johnson going up strong. 44-40. TJ with a chance for the and one to cut it to a one-possession game here as the third quarter is winding down. Trojans trying to come all the way back here in the third.
Let's see what this whistle is about.
Looking to see who the foul was called on.
Number 5.
Yeah, and that's his third. And he's their big guy. If they can get him into some foul trouble before they wind down in the fourth quarter, he's got 3 threes in this one.
Yeah, between him and number 2, they've been singing strings. They can get those out. That would surely be a nice change of events for this game. TJ
misses the and one. Now under a minute here. Bulldogs looking to get it back to 6. 44-40 in this one. Foul is going to be called on Charles Williams. Picks up his second.
A little bit strong on the lean in with him.
Look here, we got up here, man. Some old former Trojans, some standouts in the D1 ranks there. Shield Taylor and Cole Johnson making their way through. 44-40. To the top of the key go the Carrol Bulldogs. Looking for a last second shot. That one is up from Johnson and no good. Bob tracks it down. Now Jalen out in the front court, ready to go. What nifty move.
Nice.
And puts that one in. Jalen Johnson now has 9, and it's a 2-point game as we wind down this third quarter of play from Alexandria. Going to the basket is Johnson. Errant throw is away. 7/10 to go. Not enough time really to get anything down the court. But the Trojans have made their way all the way back in this one. And that will do it. We'll be back for the fourth and final frame here from Alexandria right after this.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Good wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo Zoom and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These 3 name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock, and Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria.
Fourth quarter now underway. The Carrol Bulldogs ready to inbound this one to get things going. Trojans just need to have the sort of third quarter they had here in the fourth.
Absolutely.
And they can take care of business. But this Carrol Bulldog team is just gnawing and fighting the entire way. It built up a big lead, but the Trojans battled back. Yonker now out in coverage at the top of the key. Here's a 3-ball blocked by
nice.
TJ. Look, it is hard to get the ball over TJ from wherever he's at.
Absolutely. Even though that Carrol retains possession of it, that was a really nice play.
Yeah, because you don't need them to get hot. Their shooting percentage down in the third quarter was nowhere near what it was in the first half.
Definitely not. And we needed to keep dropping for Ash to keep climbing out of this one.
Spinning around. There's a block by Yonker, and TJ's got it now and out and running. Looking around, trying to go straight to the basket. Euro steps his way in there. Misses that. Rakai hanging around.
Make sure he didn't land on somebody underneath there.
That's the way. That's the only way you can hang on the rim is when there's people underneath you. He's already got one of those big-time finishes today, does Rakai. 44-42. Carrol has the lead, but just 2.
And just now starting this fourth period.
Alexandria and Carrol doing battle in this one, a 5A, 3A matchup. Remember, just a year ago, Carrol was in the semifinals of 3A. Solid ball club. Fires this one up, misses. Yonker controls, gets it out to Jalen. Jalen can finish. He goes strong to the basket, misses that. Yonker with a putback, doesn't go either. And you got 2 big Trojans. Numbers for the Bulldogs.
5 on 3.
And they're going to convert that one. Good basket by Hines. Give him 6 on the day. Back to 4. Trojans had a big opportunity to tie it up there, but neither Rakai nor Yonker could finish it off. Correction, neither TJ nor he could. Back to Rakai now. Rakai seeing it at the top. Over to Jalen, back to Rakai. Every possession counts from here on out.
Crucial points.
Back to the top of the key to Jalen, swings it over to TJ. TJ thinks about it.
Coach calls a timeout to retain possession there.
Yeah, saw his squad struggling there, and have a 30-second timeout in this one. 46-42. And goodness, Chuck, this has just been one of those reversal of halves.
Wow.
You know, the Trojans couldn't do anything right in the first 2 quarters, and there in the third were dominant, but still have some work to do. They cannot just trade baskets with Carrol in this because they're down 4.
Yeah, you and I at the half kind of looked at each other like almost speechless, going, what?
You knew if they could start bearing the baskets, and they've done it. The three-pointers have been falling for this Trojan team here in the third. Jalen Johnson's been solid. Charles Williams has one. Rakai has been strong. Back to the top now. Jalen's got it. Swings it out to the corner. Charles from the corner misses that one short. And the Trojans can ill afford to start missing shots and letting Carrol extend this lead.
Definitely got to make some smart choices on that to match.
There's a big block by Jalen Hill. Look, there's going to be a hold coming out on Johnson. Did not want to give the run out.
I guess that's kind of like that pass interception in football, huh?
It's like the interference. When your man's got you, just tackle him, and that's what happened there. The good old days in the NBA, they'd have called that a clear path.
Yes, sir.
Because he certainly stopped the run out. 46-42, Trojans trail by 2. Errant pass there, just kind of a lazy pass on the inside. That one turned over. TJ gets a hand in there. Rakai looking to the lob, and going to shoot 2 will be Rakai Williams as he is hammered. TJ was looking for the lob on that one. That would have lit this place up.
Number 1.
They'll give that to Johnson. That's his 3rd personal foul. So he's got 3 on the day. Scott has 3 on the day. And Rakai to the line to shoot a pair. Bangs around, misses the first one, does Rakai. Got to hit free throws here.
Definitely.
Can still make this a 1-possession game by converting the second half. Does that, and it's back to 3, 46-43. Carrol slowly and methodically works this ball down the floor. The Bulldogs out of the Monroe area.
Not afraid to burn a little time here.
Trojans defense not going to allow that to happen. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. Back to 5 now. Got to be careful there. Dangerously close to an inbounds violation on the Trojans. 48-43.
I'm not so sure how closely the ref was looking at that one either. So, but you're right. Can't make
sometimes they'll call that stuff, and sometimes they won't. But it was close.
Right.
Back inside to Yonker. He kicks it out to Rakai. Rakai puts that 3 ball up. Charles able to pull it back down again. He goes back with it, unable to get there, and the rebound controlled by Carrol. And this is that stretch here with 4:25 to go in the ball game that the Trojans have got to make sure they hang in there. That one thrown away by Carrol, and Ashton Bobb comes back in to run the point for the Trojans.
I've seen a different pace with Ashton Bobb in there, and it seems like he brings a whole other dynamic and functionality for the Trojans as he's in there.
Haven't seen Amirion Mingo in the second half. He looked like he injured that ankle early on, and that's a key sub for Coach Bradsher, and Jalen just throws it away. Oh, a good back pass, but on the line. A little trying to get too fancy. Have to be very efficient with your passes. You can ill afford to throw one away if you're the Trojans.
Yes, and Bulldogs the same way. They may have a 5-point lead, but surely they understand that is not a comfortable lead to start being cutesy down there with the ball.
Not when the 14-point lead at the half wasn't.
Absolutely.
Yonker's got it, zips the ball to the corner. That's Charles Williams for 3, misses that. Yonker pulls the rebound down, goes back up, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. First time we will have seen the lefty go to the free throw line today.
Yes, sir. And he's definitely due some time there.
Works a lot on this part of his game as he does all the fundamental side of it. Puts in a lot of work, as do all of these Trojan players. First one's up, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net there.
And that foul was on number 10 for the Bulldogs, and that was his second, according to what's on the board there.
Second free throw is up, and it's good. Both ends of it. 48-45 now, back to one possession. Got to get a stop here if you're the Trojans. Carrol looking to continue that dribble penetration and get in there and get near the basket. Just like that. Now he steps back, and the three was so solid in the first half was Johnson with threes. He's got 3 in the game. Big break for Carrol as the ball went off of the Trojans there. Ball thrown back to the top and ready to reset things. Thinking about the three. Goes in and gets the deuce, does Burks. It's his first basket of the game. And it's 50-45. Trojans got some work to do with 3 minutes to go.
Yes, sir. Definitely got to start seeing some flow because the Bulldogs haven't slowed down any as far as their accuracy.
Not at all. There's Jalen over into the corner. Rakai now going to the basket. Gets his own putback there, so give Rakai the board and the bucket.
That's one way to up that stat.
He's got 12 now. 50-47. Once again, a three-point game, but the Trojans have got to get back-to-back stops. There's a three ball. It's no good. Yonker taps it away. Out to Jalen. Jalen recovers things. He's going strong to the basket. The right-handed layup doesn't go. Out of bounds. Carrol Trojans are going to have the ball. And just banging around underneath there. Big break for the Trojans as both players were falling down. Bob.
Ash got the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob to trigger things inbounds. Kicks it over to Jalen. I don't know that Johnson was looking. Ashton fires it up. Corner three ball. Misses that. And Trojans unable to control the rebound. And Carrol out and running. Jalen steps into the passing lane. Able to get that, but Carroll's going to hang on to it. Under 2 minutes, 1:57 to go, and Ashton had a wide open look at that one and just unable to bury the three ball.
Exciting last 2 minutes here, Doug. I'll tell you what.
Over the top, Jalen gets a hand on there. Carrol able to control and content to back things out. Charles Williams right on Johnson from Carrol. Looking for a screen there, but Bob picks up on the switch. Johnson will go out. They've got to get out and play defense.
Got to eat some clock.
Oh, they're going to call the foul there on Bob, it looks like. We'll see if that's indeed what the whistle is, and it is. Ashton Bob at just his third personal foul, but and still no foul. They're going to send him to the line to shoot a pair. A chance to get this back. Johnson misses the front end of it. And Chuck, it's liable to come down to free throws, as we say over and over. TJ now back into the game. Got a good rest. Ashton's going to come out. Again, Ashton has a wide open look at that three. Was unable to convert. You got a little more height and defensive prowess with TJ in there. Makes that one two-possession game, 51-47.
Absolutely. Ash, if they get fouled now on the floor, it's definitely a bonus shot. But they have 3 fouls that they can get before they put Carrol to the bonus.
51-47, a minute 19 to go. Trojans down by a couple of possessions. Got to get out of the lane there. TJ's got it to the top. Rakai now will go to the basket. One-hander up and misses. TJ with control goes up and makes that one, the board and the bucket for TJ.
Brings it back to a 2-point game.
2-point game, under a minute. Trojans have to get a stop here.
I got to stand up, Doug.
Things getting a little
Got a timeout.
Got a timeout on there. We'll see if it's full or a 30. Carroll's coach calls this one, and it's a full timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back for the final minute of this right after this.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
51-49. Carroll has the lead. Carroll has the ball. We're down under a minute. It has been a valiant effort by the Trojans to come back, as they didn't show a lot of scoring ability in the first half. It's been a different story here in the second, but the lead was huge. Into the backcourt, TJ diving around for one, and it's going to be controlled off of TJ. Carroll's going to have it, but down under the goal, and that really flips things over. You know, you've got 3 assistants and 1 head coach, and they're all out coaching. And Brasher is going to get the timeout here. We'll see if it's a full one. We'll take it with them. It is. We'll be back in 30 seconds on 446 Sports.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Just like that old country song, this is one of the good ones.
It's indifferent.
51-49, 50 seconds even to go in this. And TJ diving for the ball has changed the flow of the possession. Now Carroll has it underneath their own goal. This will give an opportunity for the Trojans to employ that full court pressure. Jalen trying to jump to the inside. Trojans trying to force the turnover. And they're going to be, the press has led to a wide open basket. Trojans have got to score, and they've got to score quick. Jalen's going to go all the way to the basket, loses the handle on it, off his own leg and out of bounds. And that series right there is a tough one. Back inside, Trojans with some fouls to give. Have to give them here.
Yep.
Because they've got to get Carroll to the free throw line to extend this game. 2 more fouls to give before shooting.
With 35.0 seconds left here.
Boy, what a spot it was there. Trojans have got a foul. And there TJ picks up the foul. The next foul will send Carroll to the free throw line.
That is TJ's 4th foul.
Yeah, they'll give TJ his 4th one. Has to take it down here, though.
Absolutely.
And they'll need to foul quick. Try to get a quick steal. If not, TJ's got to be careful not to foul. Coach Brasher wanting the held ball. They'll give that to Charles Williams, and that's his 3rd, and send Carroll to the free throw line. Four-point game here. They can survive a couple of free throws, can the Trojans, but they'll have to bury a couple of threes.
Absolutely, yes. Have a lot of makeup work to do. Hopefully keep them to 2 or none and bury a few threes there.
Johnson to the line for the Bulldogs of Carroll. First one is up, and it rolls around and bangs in. 5-point lead. Still a 2-possession game no matter what happens here. But the Trojans are going to have to fire up a couple of quick threes. A 3 and an onside kick and another one.
There we go.
Johnson calmly steps up, rolls that one around, makes the free throw. Now Carroll steps back into zone coverage. Got to roll this one around. Saving some time. Pick it up. Jalen now Trojans have got to get the 3. They'll let them have that one.
And Brasher with a quick timeout.
Jalen goes to the basket, gets the 2. And again, it's going to be shooting free throws, but you got to be careful to not give TJ the foul.
Is that a full timeout? Outstretched arms?
Yes, it was, but we'll leave it right here. 55-51, 26.1 remaining in this one. Trojans have to do something to avoid their first loss of the season.
A lot of fight left in them, so we'll see how we can pick this one up.
Again, the Trojans will go for a quick steal, and if not, they'll pick up the foul.
There'll still be a bonus 1-and-1.
Only one in foul trouble is TJ. And here comes a quick inbounds pass. The Trojans have got to come up and foul. And just playing keep away now. That ball goes out of bounds. Oh, and a foul is whistled right before it. Goodness gracious. And Brasher is just livid on there as the ball rolls out of bounds. To the free throw line will go Sott. He's got the 3 threes in the game and has been quiet since then. 4-point lead. Front end of this 1-and-1 is crucial.
Goodness gracious.
Back in zone defense and that's the recovery the Trojans needed. They've got to get down, get a quick score. The Trojans now will go to the free throw line, and that is Jalen Johnson that'll be shooting. He's got to bury the front end of this one. This one not over yet. 15.4 to go. Trojans down by 4 and going to the line. This free throw is so very important for the Trojans.
Yes, need both of these. Or at least one, miss the second one, and get a quick up for the other 2.
Jalen dribbles in. The sophomore puts this one up, buries it.
Be curious to see if they do any kind of a rim play off of this one or hard off the backboard or not. I don't know that they would, if that's really a smart play at this point.
Not with a 3-point deficit. Now you go in there and get the second. Hits both ends, looking for a steal. Bob goes in and picks up the personal foul. This is really your last opportunity because it's the 1-and-1. You got to get a miss on the front end and get down and get this thing tied up. I'd take a little free basketball tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you to all those that have tuned in with us, and hope you're enjoying this game because it's definitely been an exciting one. Look forward to many more to come. This is our last one of this tournament.
Johnson's been a sharpshooter for him. There's no way he misses the front end of this one. Been too solid all night. You see what the announcer Jinx was on, and to no avail.
To none avail, yes.
Still an opportunity here with if he can get a miss, the Trojans can tie it with a 3.
And he did miss the last one on this with the second shot.
Buries that one. 2-possession game. Trojans now have the work cut out for them in this one. Have to get a quick score. Bob in the corner. That one's blocked. He'll get it back. Kicks it out. The 3 is up. No good. Trojans are going to get out of here with the loss, it looks like, following that. Had a couple of good looks at it down the stretch. Now shooting 2. 3.5 to go here in this one, 57-53. You could point to a number of things down the stretch, but it's just been the tenacity of this Bulldog team that has kept them in it. Every time that the Trojans got back, Carrol answered the call. That one is up and it's good. And that's a 5-point lead. Still going to be a 2-possession game no matter what happens here.
Right.
But with 3.5 to go and pressure in there. Yonkers going to have to turn and fire and shoot pretty quick. He's going to go to the basket. They're not going to count that one. 59-53 is going to be your final score. What a battle this was. They do give Yonker the basket there, so 59-55. Give him 10 on the game there. But it's just the three-point shooting and that defense. And Johnson, who goes for, he had 3 threes on the game, so 10, 11, 12, 16 points to lead all scorers. Rakai, a pretty good effort in the second half, but the Trojans just buried themselves in too much of a hole. Battled all the way back, never led in this one, had it down by 1 at one point, but unable to get things going. Wish we were bringing you the next 3 games of this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll be able to watch it on the Trojans YouTube channel. They'll post that link up, and you'll be able to watch that. Big slate of basketball action, though. Come to town.
Yes.
Come to town and watch this one. You'll get in, and it all starts at 3:30 again tomorrow. Starts at 3:30 on Friday, and then all day Saturday action begins at 2 o'clock. So come out and check out some football or some basketball. And I saw Bachman as I'm looking around. Come out and check out some basketball and have a good weekend out there. That's going to wrap it up for us. This has been a Game On Cenla presentation of Ash Trojan basketball right here on 446 Sports.
Yes, sir.
I think we'll keep the camera running just a bit on here, D-Lo. Going to need to get security down here if we can. Any more of it that's available, we're going to want to get that. Just a great game that is really turned ugly for no reason at all in this. Great work by Coach Chris Bailey getting things down there. And this is certainly not what you wanted to see happen at the end of a hard-fought ball game. Just no sense at all in this. And it's not even, Chuck, it's not even the players that are really involved in this. It's some guys that don't have any business out on the court. And kudos to this administration and the coaches and everybody. Look, I'm going to tell you, Chris Bailey, watching him keep one young man out from getting into it, and they're running everybody out of the gym. And it's a tragedy because this was such a hard-fought ball game.
Absolutely was a hard-fought ball game.
Hard-fought basketball game, and they're clearing the gym. And in this day and age,
that's what they need to do.
Having cooler heads prevail. And athletic director and head football coach Thomas Bachman making sure that that things stay here and cooler heads prevail. I'm telling you, the work done by the assistant coaches and the resource officers here was top notch, and they're emptying the gym and going to leave the Bulldogs for Carrol in here, which is the right thing to do. And as they go back and watch this, I'll tell you, the cooler heads of that Carrol team and those coaches keeping those guys over there kept this from escalating, and kudos to those guys who did a great job of maintaining their cool and their composure.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they kept their team back. They didn't let them get involved, and Ash Trojans team was gone. And like you said, this was people that
this was folks in the stands that really had no bearing or no say-so on this at all. And it's that's oftentimes it's people getting involved in things that have no business in it. But what a tremendous job by the coaches and the resource officers and some of the parents here. And that now officially is going to wrap it up for us here. That's good stuff.
All about being part of the game, having your heart in it, but you've got to know when it's over with, and let's go home.
That's right. Let the game be a hard-fought win, and let there not be anything that mars what a great battle this was. That's going to wrap it up from Alexandria Senior High School. From my man Chuck Perkins and D-Lo that took care of us tonight. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.